In 2012, South Africa signed into legislation the Protection of Personal Information Act, also known as the POPI Act, thereby aligning itself with legislation governing the developed economies of Europe. The primary aim of the Act was to ensure personal data privacy, but this noble cause was somehow hijacked by lawmakers to such an extent that the Act has now become an attack on direct marketing and its associated channels. Some commentators may applaud this, but the fact remains that an emerging economy is enormously dependent on all the disciplines and codes contained in direct marketing. Entrepreneurs, for example, rely almost exclusively on direct marketing to sell their products or services. We have to evaluate the unintended consequences of POPI and weigh them against the desire to build a base of forward-thinking entrepreneurs. We have to find a unique balance between the first world laws governing data privacy and the developing world needs of an emerging market. We have no blueprint to follow, which affords us the unique opportunity to pioneer a balanced set of criteria that incorporates the demands of both the entrepreneurs and the legislators. Please give the following presentation your consideration and help us find ways that will ultimately benefit the youth and entrepreneurs of our beautiful country.
Hi, my name is and I'm a business sustainability analyst for small and medium business enterprises. My primary focus is on developing SMMEs through direct marketing channels, and as such, I fully support any initiative that enforces compliance, particularly around data privacy laws. What I don't understand is when social and business commentators attempt to demonize direct marketing under the guise of a concern for the consumer. Being irritated with someone who has phoned to sell you a product you don't need is one thing, but to call for an outright ban on direct marketing, now that's another thing. Look at any serious brand in South Africa. I can guarantee you that almost every single one of them has utilized direct marketing, including outbound telemarketing, in their overall mix, and they've all become enormous success stories. But now, there are those who wish to apply some first world legal logic to prevent me from making a success of my business, to dissolve my opportunity for a place in the sun. As an analyst, I'm fixated with providing the right product to the right customer, and in order to do that, I rely heavily on modeling and analytics. Through the course of trying to understand why certain people want to see the demise of direct marketing in South Africa, I've managed to build a basic profile of what this person may look like. He is more than likely male, aged between 30 to 49 and white. He probably lives in Gauteng, more specifically Johannesburg, and I'm pretty sure that he earns over 20,000 Rand a month. He owns property, a motor car, and of course, a cell phone. All in all, the profile shows an individual who is well set both in terms of job security and financial independence, a position we all aspire to, but which is systematically being pulled from our grasp. Forgive me if I appear to be slightly cynical, but I get quite agitated when I listen to self-proclaimed analysts and specialists pontificate over the protection of personal information legislation, particularly when they misrepresent the actual intent of the bill and then position it as a crusade against direct marketing in its entirety. For those of you who actually believe that the destruction of this industry may be a good thing, you might want to consider the following. There are approximately 150,000 call center agents spread throughout the country, most of them black and aged 18 to 29. They are the youth of the country, trying desperately to make an honest living. The direct marketing industry employs in excess of 500,000 people and contributes approximately 96 billion Rand to South Africa's annual gross domestic product, which equates to roughly 3% of the total GDP. Let us assume that madness prevails and direct marketing is outlawed. I then have only one question to ask. How do we, the young entrepreneurs of South Africa, take our products or services to market in a manner that is both affordable and measurable? Well, the answer is simple: we don't. The facts are inescapable. If the proponents for criminalizing direct marketing get their own way, not only will they be eliminating existing jobs, they'll also be destroying opportunities for young entrepreneurs. And without opportunity, there is no hope. And without hope, there is only anger and despair.
Tripoli, Sky's special correspondent Alex Walker is in Misrata.
temper my anxiousness with a direct plea to you, the concerned South African who truly believes that we can become a country of achievements and success. Help us create opportunities for all so that we, the young entrepreneurs, can permeate our own successes through every fabric of South African society. In closing, I leave you with two thoughts. Firstly, I live in an emerging market, and I want a set of rules that apply to me and my ability to develop a truly compliant business. My second thought actually belongs to David Ogilvy, the father of modern advertising and marketing, who said, "Remove advertising, disable a person or firm from proclaiming its ways and their merits, and the whole of society is transformed. The enemies of advertising are the enemies of freedom." I thank you for your time.